my partner, Ben, and I bought the old place with the intention of gutting it completely. It was supposed to be our big renovation project, something we could take apart and rebuild together. Ben took on the difficult structural work, rewiring the entire house, redoing the plumbing, and starting a massive project to convert the outdated kitchen into a large master bedroom. Meanwhile, my job was demolition, more specifically, removing wallpaper. That seemed simple enough at first. The previous owner had been absolutely obsessed with wallpaper. Every wall was covered with wallpaper. Stripping it was exhausting because it is repetitive work. Whenever I managed to get a long, clean peel without tearing it, it felt like winning a small battle. The material was thick, dry, and it had this strange quality to it, almost like peeling old, sunburned skin, smooth underneath in a way that paper usually isn't. But I didn't question it then. I just kept going. It was in the third room, while tearing down a corner section in the dining room, that I found the first strange thing. Hidden beneath the edge of the wallpaper, faintly carved into the drywall, was a name and a date: Sarah Jenkins, October 19, 1998. At first, I just stared at it, thinking it was a signature or maybe some kind of message left behind. But something about it felt too deliberate. Curiosity got to me. That night, after Ben went to bed, I sat with my laptop and searched the name. What I found made my stomach tighten. Sarah Jenkins wasn't a contractor. She wasn't an artist. She was a missing person. And the date carved into the wall was the exact day she disappeared. I froze, staring at the screen. I tried telling myself it had to be a coincidence. Maybe someone carved her name as some kind of dark joke. Maybe it meant nothing, but the uneasiness wouldn't go away. The next day, I checked every corner of every room I had already stripped. Then I found one in the bedroom one, Marcus Hill, the 12th of March 2005, missing person. And downstairs bathroom, Chloe Vega, June 28, 2012. Missing person. By the end of the day, I had found 11 different names carved into 11 different walls. And when I looked them all up, every single one matched an unsolved disappearance in the region. And every date carved into the wall matched the date they went missing. I finally showed Ben the list. My voice was shaking so hard I almost couldn't get the words out. Ben tried brushing it off at first. Maybe it was all some bizarre prank by the previous owner. But when he saw one of the carvings himself, the color drained from his face. We called the police. Within an hour, our fixer-upper turned into a full crime scene. Blue and yellow tape wrapped around the porch. Forensic technicians in white suits filled the rooms we had been working in for weeks. They moved carefully and methodically, shining bright lights onto the same walls. I had been stripping like they were relics in a museum. Ben and I stood outside, watching. I kept shivering even though the afternoon was warm. Through the window, I saw one of the technicians scraping a bit of wallpaper from the kitchen wall. He wasn't using the tools I had used. No water, no steamer, no scraper. He was using tweezers and a small scalpel, like he was handling something fragile. I overheard techs speaking in low voices near the conservatory window. Did you run the preliminary fiber test on the samples? Yeah, positive match. And the material itself. The consistency is wrong for paper, wrong for fabric, high keratin content, epidermal layer. Yeah, it's human. Everything inside me went cold. I turned to the nearest officer and forced the words out. What is human? Are you talking about the carvings? My voice sounded thin and strained. The officer stared at me with an unsettlingly blank expression. Ma'am, where is the material you removed from the walls? The rolls you said you put into the dumpster. The wallpaper, I said. It's gone. The trash truck picked it up. It was just old wallpaper, thick and peeling, almost like dried skin, but it was still wallpaper. The technician scraping the ceiling stepped outside and walked over to us. His expression was tight, professional, but deeply disturbed. He glanced at my hands, still faintly stained with residue from my work, before speaking in a low, grim voice. That wasn't wallpaper, he said. That was the preservation layer. The owner didn't wallpaper the house. He skinned those people, tanned the material, and used it to create a seamless, preserved dermal layer over every surface. The names and dates weren't decoration. They were his inventory. My breath caught in my throat. Instantly, my mind went back to that long, clean strip I had peeled in one satisfying piece, the one I had held up proudly, admiring the smooth underside. I remembered bending it, rolling it, running my fingers along the texture. I remembered digging my nails under the edges, trying to get the perfect start. Me and Ben moved out of the house the following day.